What's going on, guys? Boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with a live stream here with my boy, as usual, every week. Philly Jim. We're going to be talking about this game against the Detroit Lions. Eagles lose 24-27. And there's a lot of issues with this game. And Philly Jim is just going to start out what he's got to say about this game. And this isn't scripted. We're just going to go say whatever we want in this video because honestly, there's so much stuff we could talk about. So, Philly Jim, you can go right ahead with it.
Well, man, there's a lot of shit I don't know. I honestly don't know where to start. So just bear with me for a couple minutes. I guess I'll start with the first half. The first half, we came out looking good. We scored the most points in the first quarter that we have scored since week 6 of last season, which was 10 points for 10 in the first quarter, which is good. But gave up a special teams touchdown, and that is what it is. And then the Lions go down the field on us. So we're pretty much playing catch up after that. And we had a lot of chances in the first half to put up more points on the board, and we just weren't able to do so. Why we're not able to do so? Turnovers. Miles Sanders put the ball on the ground twice on the same drive. He fumbled the ball. Fortunately, we're able to recover his first fumble. His second fumble, we were not able to do it, and they got a big return, and they got set up shop in the red zone. So they get the ball in our red zone, and then we get the ball again, and Carson Wentz threw a pass to Nelson Agholor, and he makes a move, and he fumbles that, and he dropped passes on third down in the first half, and he pretty much did everything he could to put us in a bad position, as did all of these receivers. In the second half, on the potential, possibly the game-winning drive, Wentz throws a pass to Mac Hollins. He catches the ball, or he gets his hands on the ball, and the ball pops in the air. It's almost intercepted. So that's pretty much almost a heartbreaker there. And then to possibly win the game, Wentz goes to the rookie, Arcega-Whiteside. He throws a great pass. Whiteside, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he beat his man, and the defensive back didn't get his hands on the football. He didn't. He pretty much tried to, but it went over him, and it goes right into his hands. And then, he just drops the pass. He should catch that ball. And it's the worst case scenario. It's first and goal at the 5. Realistically, he's so fucking big, and that defender is not as big as him. Can't really tackle him, and at an angle like that. So he really should be catching the ball and then breaking a tackle, and it's a touchdown, and we're walking out of here with a 31-27 win. Too many drops. The defense, I can't get on the defense that much. I can't. The defense is bruised and battered at defensive line. We can't get any pressure at all. Secondary is pretty bad. Thank God we have Malcolm. Where would this team be without Malcolm Jenkins? I don't even want to think about that. But where would we be without Malcolm Jenkins making plays? He made one pass breakup that was crucial in the game. He blocked a field goal, had a big return, set us up in the shop, and then I just went over to 2 plays with Mac Hollins and fucking JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Not to mention Dallas Goedert. We were asking if he was going to play. He actually played. He burned the defender on a corner route, and he's in the end zone wide open. And Wentz throws him a good pass, and he drops that. There were 7 drop passes, 3 fumbles, 2 fumbles that were lost. We did everything we could do to lose the game. We played pretty clean. We didn't have that many penalties. We had 4 penalties, but guess what? All 4 of the penalties were offensive pass interference. Mac Hollins had 3 offensive PIs, and Darren Sproles had 1. And I thought all of those were bullshit calls. There wasn't that much contact. There wasn't enough contact to warrant a pass interference. But the referees fucked up. And I almost forgot. Now that I said the referees fucked up, let me go back to my boy Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is so lucky that he is healthy right now. He's so lucky that he's still able to play football, period. Because on the play where he gets the ball on the kickoff return and the defender yanks his face mask, he almost got his neck broken. He could have been – that's the type of play that will fuck your career up and you'll get paralyzed in your neck. So thank God, Miles Sanders was able to survive that shit. But the fact that the referees didn't even fucking look at that, didn't even throw a flag. First of all, it was a fucking face mask, a 15-yard penalty. Second of all, I think that guy should have been fucking ejected for that shit because that's just fucking bad right now. And I can't get on Carson Wentz at all. People say Carson Wentz didn't deliver again. What the fuck is he supposed to do when he drops fucking dimes in the fourth quarter on fourth downs to people and to possibly win the fucking game 2 weeks in a row? He delivers, and these guys don't catch the fucking ball. He deserves so much better than what he has fucking gotten. And I just fucking feel bad for him. So with that being said, we got a tough game in Green Bay. Are we going to chalk it up as a loss right now? I bet it, yeah, I think it's easy to chalk it up as a loss. Green Bay, we're going into their place next. But guess what? We can't do that. We have to just think this team has a rookie head coach. We got a team that plays better when their backs are against the wall like this. Lane Johnson said, go ahead and chop us down right now. Hey, I need him to back that fucking talk up, and I hope he does it. We really need Alshon and Deshaun to be back as soon as possible. But one game can turn this season completely around. So all the Eagles fans out there that are like saying the season's over, you guys need to chill the fuck out. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to you, Joey.
All right. So first things first. I wasn't able to watch the game today, so I had to work, unfortunately. So I was listening to it on the radio, and I was on Twitter the whole day. So hence my phone was almost dead when I got home at 9:00 tonight. So I thought it was, in the beginning, I thought they were pummeling the ball with Jordan Howard. They're doing a good job with that. And another thing I got to say, Philly Jim pretty much covered everything about this game, but Nelson Agholor, $9.3 million this year. I found out from Nelson Agholor this past 2 weeks that he cannot be the guy. Like, if guys get injured, he cannot be that guy. And even though he fumbled and dropped some passes today, but got 2 touchdowns, he's got to make those catches where they count the most, because getting 2 other touchdowns doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's already enough that the Eagles gave up 100 yard kick return at the beginning of the game, which was crucial as well. That's a free 7 points right there. Nelson Agholor is not catching the ball where it matters the most. He's just not in those crucial moments. He's just not doing it well for us. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I think he's a nice product with other good receivers around him. I think he does a lot more. And like you said, Zach Ertz had his press conference after the game and pretty much said, even though we don't have Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz said he was getting double teamed the whole damn game. And that's not what we want. We brought Deshaun here so this wouldn't happen. And unfortunately, week 2 was a big killer for us. It was already enough that Jason Peters left the game. Andre Dillard left the game. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw Big V was at left tackle. I'm not really sure. I think he was there, which is fine because he was the starting left tackle after week 5 in 2017. We won the Super Bowl the rest of that year. So Big V has a lot of reps at left tackle. Played at college at TCU at left tackle as well. So, we have guys to move around. Malcolm Jenkins, I couldn't believe it. When we blocked the field goal, I didn't know the ball actually, got recovered. I mean, ran it to the 25-yard line, inside the 25-yard line. And then I pretty much said to myself, this game is ours. It's in the bag. And then a minute later, we already wasted 3 plays. The one play to Darren Sproles, that was a PI call. And then we just couldn't get it done. So as of right now, it's just, like Malcolm Jenkins made that that block field goal plus, helping someone else do their damn job and going, the ball is getting thrown, I think, to Marvin Jones, and he literally put his hand up and knocked it down. He actually had to run backwards and just put his arm up and not, barely seeing the ball and knock it down. Because we were just getting burned. Marvin Jones had a lot of separation on us today. Sidney Jones got toasted again. Darby got toasted again. Ronald Darby has a hamstring injury, left the rest, didn't play the second half. So now we're down another corner, and that's not good. We're down, two left tackles? Depending on what we hear tomorrow, we're down 2 left tackles right now. And we're down a corner in Ronald Darby. And I don't really care. I mean, if Ronald Darby doesn't play, I don't care. Maybe this will make a push. Maybe this will make a push for the Eagles to make a damn move in the secondary. Elliott Shore-Parks tweeted something out, and he was pretty much like, it's not cornerback that we need, it's defensive line. He is right in some way, but it's even if you get a good defensive line, if the quarterback can release the ball so damn fast from having bad corners, that defensive line is going to mean absolutely nothing. You can have the best defensive line, you can have the best D line in the league, but if you have shit corners with a good defensive line, it's not going to do anything. You need to go get that guy. You need to go out, and I don't know. At this point, I already made a rant about it. I don't think the Eagles are going after Jalen. I mean, I know that nothing has ended yet, but the Eagles need to go out and get Jalen Ramsey. This should push them harder. Like when Ronald Darby got hurt, I actually DM'd Philly Jim. I was like, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it will push the Eagles to maybe get Jalen Ramsey. Maybe it will do something. Maybe they'll get a little desperate. But as of right now, the game ended today, so we'll see in the coming days. You have a game on Thursday against the Green Bay Packers. So it's in their house, and you know what? Lane Johnson's press conference after the game was pretty much like, our backs are against the wall. He's like, you guys can come after us. Just if you want to come after, you want to tear us apart. I mean, we're backed into a corner right now. Lane Johnson's pretty much like, hey, bring it on. They have nothing. The Eagles have nothing to lose, but I'm telling you right now, we need to at least get, I have more of upside of Alshon coming back Thursday than I do Deshaun Jackson, of course. I mean, if you at least get Alshon on the field, I'll feel a whole lot better. But Arcega-Whiteside, all our draft picks have not really been playing too well. I mean, Miles Sanders is learning as the games are coming each week. Like, he's not dancing too much in the backfield, or he's getting yards, or he's fumbling the football. This is a whole learning experience for him right now. But if you got the hot hand with Jordan Howard, use the hot hand with Jordan Howard, because the guy's been in this league for, only a few years. And, he's a beast. He's a bull. He can get through, he's a bruiser. And that's why we brought him in, a huge upgrade from LeGarrette Blount. After when he dropped that guy to the ground, when they run up the middle, just dropping the guy to the ground, it reminded me of LeGarrette Blount doing that. And that's what we needed. You got to have the balance between passing and running. But you know what? I'm not, I'm happy with Carson Wentz today. I thought the ball was there. I mean, if receivers drop the ball, I mean, it is what it is. It's not on Carson Wentz. Now it's a whole turnaround. Like last year, we want, the rest of the team did good, but Carson played like shit. Now it's like the total opposite. Now Carson's playing well, and the whole team around him is playing like crap. Before the second half, right at the end of the second quarter, three-man pass rush, still got the Carson Wentz on a three-man pass rush. I just don't get it. It's like once something doesn't work, a position falls down, the whole team falls down. It's like a fucking plague during the game. Like one thing doesn't work, and the whole team doesn't work. Special teams is horrible this year. I mean, special teams. I mean, you bring Darren Sproles back, not even just for the offense, but at least to get some punt returns, and he's not really doing anything either here and there. But I'm not expecting a touchdown all the time. But damn, like nothing's really going on with that either. But so right now we just need to. Another week of just getting by this game. I want to see if the Eagles actually make some type of move, because really, like, now they're going in. Ronald Darby's not playing Thursday. I mean, I highly doubt it. Hamstring injury. He's not playing this week. So what are you going to do? You're going to just go with Rasul, Maddox, and Sidney Jones. And what? Bring someone up from practice squad? We're just going to bring somebody up. We're going to bring Craig James back up. I mean, what are we going to do, literally? Because this is just crazy. And I keep thinking about the corner. I keep thinking about Jalen Ramsey because the report came out yesterday that, and me and Philly Jim were talking this morning. I think it was this morning we were talking about it. That Jalen Ramsey still wants out of Jacksonville, still doesn't want to be there. And Philly Jim was pretty much saying that, they're holding him hostage pretty much. They're giving a very high price tag. And you'll be very surprised by getting. I know people are going to be like, well, that's not the move that you want to, that's not going to make everything better. I'm like, you'll be surprised when you get an outside corner that can handle shit on his own, what it's going to do to the whole entire back end of that defense. Because now what it allows you to do is that it allows you leave Jalen Ramsey on an island. He can cover whoever the hell he wants on the best receiver. And then between the safety help for the other corner on the other side, a lot of the whole defense could change instantly. And not even just that, then your pass rush will develop and the quarterback will hold on to the ball a lot longer so you could get to the quarterback, make that hit, because we're not getting sacks. The only sack still to this day is Timmy Jernigan. That's the only sack we got as of right now, and he's not even playing. Hassan Ridgeway has not done a damn thing. You go to defensive end position, Sharif Miller, Deshaun Hall came in the game today. Nothing. Defensive end is looking horrible too. I mean, looking bad. But there's no pass rush because the corners are getting burnt as soon as the receiver on release. There is nothing that they can do about it. No pass rush will develop. I don't even blame it on Fletcher Cox. I expect Fletcher Cox to get double teamed regardless. So who's going to get freed up? Hassan Ridgeway, is he going to go in there and get a sack? No. Is Sharif Miller, Deshaun Hall, Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham? I mean, it is what it is right now. But I'm telling you, the linebackers were horrible today. Zach Brown didn't look good today. I mean, it just hasn't looked good, period, all around. But we need to get this, like you said, it really necessarily wasn't on the defense. The offense killed a lot of drives today between drops, fumbles, and where it mattered the most. Malcolm Jenkins makes a field goal, blocks a field goal. Rasul Douglas brings down inside the 25, and then all of a sudden, this whole game, we had it in the bag. Should have had it earlier in the bag, really. But it's really, we just got to get by. So it's just another bad game, and they need to be more consistent. This is probably the best first half game they've had this all, and that's not saying much, but I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. But and Doug, and what I noticed, Brandon Graham was walking in the hallway. He was like, "We'll be back." He's like, "We'll be back." And then Doug Pearson, this game does not define our season. This game does not define our season. I'm just like, I understand. I believe him a little bit. I understand. Philly Jim, me and you, if we look into each other, we know that this team could play better. We know that we should be 3-0 right now. We know, that second game fucked us royally on injuries. It fucked us bad. And then which you have to bring J.J. Arcega-Whiteside into the lineup, and he hasn't done a goddamn thing, nothing. And Miles Sanders is trying to, get going every week. And he said he's going to work harder, for the game against Green Bay this week. So I'm glad it's not going to be a long week. I'm glad it's going to be a short fucking week, especially it's a disadvantage for both teams because then both teams have less to prepare, but it's a really nice advantage though. But I'm glad that I don't want them to take a fucking break. I want them to play a game in another few days and hopefully, we make some type of move. But you know what? Me and Philly Jim know that this team could play better. We know what they are. We know what this team could do because once you get Alshon back, once you get Deshaun Jackson back, it's going to replicate and it's going to make things a lot better for the defense because I'm not saying that it's 3 and out. It's not one of those games, but it's just times where we're killing drives. And today was the perfect day. And it's always, I don't want games to rely on one fucking catch. It's always that. It's been like that the past couple weeks. So as of right now, they need to go do something. They either need to go out and get somebody or they need a really good game plan for Thursday. And Alshon Jeffrey really needs to play Thursday, and I'm hoping he does because we really need them in the lineup. And you know what? I know these refs have gotten worse and worse and worse, and not just our game, every fucking game, and it's getting really bad. So that's all I got to say about that.
I just want to go over a couple things. Just give you guys a few numbers. The Eagles pretty much statistically dominated this fucking game. Had more total yards than the Detroit Lions, had more passing yards than the Detroit Lions, had more rushing yards than the Detroit Lions, had more time of possession. Pretty much you name it. The Detroit Lions had more penalties. But it killed us. The two things that killed us, what are they? Turnovers and drops. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't turn the ball over, period, let alone more than once, and expect to win games. And you can't have 7 fucking drops and expect to win these games, and still, we need to get our guys back. If we get our guys back, trust me, this is not the Philadelphia Eagles team that you're going to see the rest of the season. For fuck's sake, we almost put up 30 points. If J.J. Arcega-Whiteside doesn't channel his fucking inner Dorial Green-Beckham and drop a game-winning pass, great ball, by the way, from Wentz. Great ball. Should have been a fucking touchdown. Should have been, that's game. Should have been Wentz's signature fucking moment. It was taken away from him again 2 weeks in a row. You almost put up 30 points. If you get Deshaun and Alshon back, you can put up 40 on someone. Easy. Easy. So we need a big win on Thursday. It's going to be hard to do. Green Bay's 3-0. They're a good team. Aaron Rodgers can, if Aaron Rodgers gets all day to throw, he's going to slice and dice our defense. But they have a rookie head coach. Doug Peterson is a Super Bowl winning head coach. It's time for him to say, hey, I'm not going to fucking be outcoached. We need this win more than anything. We need to turn this season around and get rolling. Like we said, you said, hey, we're going to look back when we were in Atlanta. So when we look back at this game, we'll say, hey, that's when we decided we were going to turn this shit around. We have another loss in Detroit. It's time to do whatever you got to do to win this game. And Green Bay's 3-0. I think they're due for a loss. I don't think they're going to go 16-0. I think we could win on Thursday. Teams, it's hard for teams to turn around and play a game on Sunday like both these teams did and then go out and play on Thursday. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. And we have Alshon Jeffrey back. I will feel 1,000 times better. And we have a much better chance to win the game. We just need a receiver that can be depended on. And none of these young guys can be depended on. Aguilar can't be fucking depended on. He's supposed to be the vet of the group. He was drafted in 2015. So it's not like he's he's not a rookie like JJ, or he's not like guy who's played a few snaps like Mac Hollins did, guy who was pretty much only going to play special teams this year, and Mac Hollins. So we just need people to step up at the fucking receiver position. If we get a game in Green Bay, we still won on the road. Reminds me a lot of last year. Reminds me so much of last year when we played the Rams. We went out to L.A. After we lost to Dallas. Season was pretty much over. We needed so much shit to go right for us to make the playoffs. And we also had to beat the Houston Texans, who were coming into our house a few weeks after that. We had to have a lot of shit to go out our way, and I don't think a lot of people thought we would go out to L.A. and beat the Rams the way that we did. So we got to do the same shit all over again. And if we do that, look out, because we're going to have 10 days of rest after this game, and more than likely we're getting all our horses back on the field, and it'll be time to go.
Yeah, that's that. At that Thursday game, you're right. It's gonna be a lot of rest and a lot of regroup and a lot of focus. Look yourself in the fucking mirror, and what team is going to come out after this Green Bay game on Thursday? Hey, coming out the win would be really nice, but even if we get this win on Thursday, take that long rest, and like you said, the horses are coming back, and we're going to have some guys coming back. So Going to be nice. So I want to talk about another stat here, which is really crazy. So Eagles receivers are on pace for 48 drops this season. This, I know it's weird saying that because we haven't played the rest of the season, but it's the numbers could get there. They're not going to get there, but Eagles receivers are on pace for 48 drops this season, which would be the highest mark in Carson's rookie year when DGB, Bryce Treggs were here. 43 drops in 2016. That's how bad.
Thank God these guys are going to the fucking bench when D-Jax and Alshon get back, though.
Because if these guys stayed in, I mean, look, I think Dallas Goedert would be a lot better. He just had a really rough day today. Dropped one in the end zone today.
Yep.
But it's not going to be like that. But
also, Ertz won't get fucking double teamed on every single play if Deshaun's like running right by people and Alshon's like 50-50 ball monster.
Yeah.
People are afraid they're going to get mossed and shit like that. So as soon as we get our guys back, people need to chill the fuck out. With like, if you guys really think the season's over, you need to chill the fuck out. These receivers are not going to be fucking starting anymore in a couple more weeks. Hopefully, Alshon is closer to being back than Deshaun Jackson is, because today Alshon almost was going to play and they didn't. Normally, if he's going to be out and they know he's going to be out, they pretty much say it, early. You'll probably hear something by like 9 o'clock. They didn't say shit until like 12:30. So he pretty much tried to go do warm-ups and shit and, still wasn't feeling 100%. So he gets a couple more days to get right. And if he's ready to go Thursday, look out below.
Yeah, I don't know. We need that these guys really are going to be playing backs against the wall really on Thursday. It's literally because this team, what I could say about this team right now is that this team is very hungry. And I know it's hard to see that, but this team has a lot of fight. There's a lot of fight in this team because when they're down, you really can't count them out. And a lot of people, start of the fourth quarter, a lot of people left this game. We're walking right out the door, right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and apparently stuck around outside, of course. But you never know with this team. Malcolm Jenkins has high praise for this defense, has high praise for this whole entire Philadelphia Eagles football team. Just the resilience of this team is just something that you really can't take your eye off of. And I don't know what the identity of this team is going to be this year, and we're going to find out. We're going to find out really soon. Unfortunately, we just had a game that, especially like week 2, we just got some bad luck. And unfortunately, I've never seen a team drop in injuries like we have. But once everybody's back and everybody's here full throttle, this team is going to look night and day different. Bad corners or not, this team is going to look 100% different. And there's going to be, the defense is going to be living off of the offense, because when you see Deshaun Jackson get those deep passes downfield for touchdowns, it really puts it really gets the defense going. It pumps everybody up. It's not even just Deshaun Jackson, but it opens up everything for everybody. Nelson Agholor, he fucked up for 2 weeks, and we can't. We're pretty pissed. We're not going to forgive him for this fucking game, but I mean,
fucking not.
But you know what? He's not going anywhere. He's on this team this year, unfortunately. Nelson will do a better job when he's with everybody. He just can't be that guy to rely on, and that's $9.3 million against the cap this year for Nelson Agholor, because there was a lot of speculation that he was going to get traded he was a trade chip during the draft, and we had until a certain date until all that money was guaranteed. So, as of right now, I'm looking at getting our guys back after winning Thursday against Green Bay, getting our guys back. And then a few weeks down the road, when the trade deadline is about to come by,
what are we going to do?
Maybe nothing is going to happen now, but something could happen by that time. So if you look at the Jalen Ramsey situation, they may not trade him, but if they want to pay him all this money, but he doesn't want to be there, maybe Jalen Ramsey will say, hey, I'll just play the rest of the year. I'll play out the rest of the year. Or the trade deadline might be the next opportunity to where he can get traded at that time. So, I mean, I would rather get him now. And, it's really hard to trade with teams now during the season, especially if teams are doing good, if they're doing bad. I think what really helped, the Jaguars' decision was when they played Thursday, even though it was a shitty game from both sides,
Right.
even though the Jags won, but still, it's just crazy. So I'm looking for this team to win Thursday, and it's crazy because even after watching the game or whatever, I didn't watch it, but I was listening to it.
Right.
And kind of talking about it now, and then we're just off to another week. It's just like because we know that they're not at their full capacity right now. You can't even you're mad at it, but you can't even be like you got Matt Collins in there, you got JJ Arcega-Whiteside as a rookie that just can't get it done right now, and
What more you can ask for?
it's just right now. It's just a really bad. We're just in a slum right now, and I don't even know if Greg Ward even got reps today. Did he even get reps today? Yeah, he didn't play at all. I was excited for him to at least play, but he seemed pretty excited before the game and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I just want to say one thing real quick. Having Deshaun Jackson makes such a big impact. Like if we're playing up against a team and we know our defense is battered and bruised and secondary is not good and teams can go bam 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 down the field. A team can have like a 12-play drive against us and wear our ass out. If we have Deshaun Jackson, we can go boom, one play, and we're right back in the game. But with these receivers, we don't have that. We don't have like a threat over the top like that. So we pretty much have to have methodical drives, bam, 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 bam. Like we got to work the intermediate stuff really good, all kinds of other shit to get these scoring drives. So it makes it a lot more difficult. But it'll be night and day when we get these two back. So like you said, let's get a big win on Thursday. We're a desperate team too. We're more desperate for a win than Green Bay is. Green Bay can afford to lose a game. Green Bay has to go to Dallas after they play us, and they get 10 days to get ready for that, and we get 10 days to get ready for the Jets. So we really need this win here. Got some tough games on the schedule coming up. After we play the Jets, we have 3 road games: Minnesota, Dallas, Buffalo, 3 in a row. Until we go back home. So we are desperate for a win. Green Bay's not. Green Bay's got a rookie head coach. We don't. We should win this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too, man. That's what I'm really hoping. I just want this team to get. That's why I like it. Short week.
Yep. I could not fucking stand it if. As a fan, it takes a lot of shit out of you, I think, when you lose games the way we have lost games the last 2 weeks. So that to the point where if you fucking wait an entire week, it's really, 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 really fucking hard to do. So if we're able to turn around and play Thursday and do what we got to do and win this game, we'll fucking forget about that shit and we'll be like, all right, we're 2-2. We got 10 days off. Then we got the Jets. It's all good.
That's it. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And this is set up perfectly. It really is. Like you win Thursday night, have all that time off, get everybody back, everybody in full throttle. And it's fucking crunch time, depending if doesn't even matter whether we get somebody, whether we go and grab somebody. There's really nobody, you want to look at the defensive line. There's nobody in free agency that you're going to get. There's nobody out there that you can get at all. There's nobody that's going to make an impact, going to make a difference. The Eagles just have to get everybody back. That's all I give a shit. Win Thursday, get everybody back, and get ready for the season because it's going to explode. Because I'm telling you right now, Alshon's hungry. Deshaun Jackson's going to come back, and you just watch, just fucking watch.
And if you don't think Wentz is pissed about losing these last 2 games, you're wrong. He's gonna be coming after these teams that he plays against.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm pretty much good. I'm good. We just wanted to go over this. We didn't know if we were going to live stream tonight. If you guys haven't, I know it's 40 of you guys, 41 of you guys in here right now. So if you guys haven't, please subscribe to Philly Jim's YouTube channel. Covers the Eagles, covers Sixers, Phillies news, all that stuff like that. Really do appreciate it if you give him some support, give him some love, please.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys if you do that. I'm almost at 900 subs, so if you guys help me get there, I appreciate it. 2 things I want to say before we shut it down. On Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, I'm doing something over on my channel. I will be talking about this game more in depth about the Green Bay Packers game with another Eagles YouTuber. Also subscribe to him. PR52 is coming to my channel, so I hope you guys will be able to make that at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, and then 10:30 on Wednesday back on Joe Shake 72's channel. So always make sure you guys are there every Wednesday when we talk about these games. So we will see you guys on Wednesday.
And that's pretty much it. So if you haven't, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to both of our channels, give us some love. And that's it, guys. We're just getting ready. We're just getting ready, and that's it. I mean, even when me and Philly Jim talk about the Green Bay Packers Wednesday, I mean, honestly, there's going to be stuff to talk about, but it's really we know Green Bay is Aaron Rodgers. You can't forget about Aaron Rodgers. We know they have a really good defensive line. Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? Like they got great playmakers. So we know that they have a really good team. But this team is very hungry. This team is you back this team into a corner. You could see you're going to be amazed what this team could do. When it happens. So. I don't want too many people to be sad. I see a lot of people depressed and shit over this. It is what it is, but we're not playing at full capacity right now. Like, I think what's most important right now is Wentz is playing his ass off, and that's all that matters. And once he gets his soldiers back, once he gets his guys, once the general gets his soldiers back in the rhythm, full form, when these guys come back, it's going to explode. I'm telling you right now. So, guys, keep your head up this week. Trust me, like. Let me tell you something. When the Eagles lose, man, it ruins my week, bro. Like, when the Eagles they make a huge difference in our lives. Depending on if you're just a casual fan or you're the diehard fan. Regardless of what you are, man. Like, at least to me and Philly Jim, like, this makes our whole week. This team's really important. We ride or die with this team no matter what. Fucking true to the fucking birds, and that's all that matters. So, that's it, regardless. So other than that, I'm good. Philly Jim, if you have anything to say.
Thanks for the love, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you guys. Guys, remember, shake butt up, fly will fly. Peace. That was a nice little flick you did there.